Okay, so in this part of the course, we're going to talk about the equipment that you'll need to make a professional looking and sounding video. Now, before we get into that, I'm going to show you an example of a poor quality video, which is really unfortunate. So this is for a product that I was promoting as well, or that I am promoting, called 2 Day Profits. And I'm just going to play this video so you can hear the quality of the audio. It's really bad.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to review 2 Day Profits by Mark Barrett and Paul Dvorak. 2 Day Profits is releasing on 29th.
You see, it sounds like he's on the telephone or something. It's really, really bad audio quality, which is such a shame because he's got a really high SEO ranking for this. And if we actually do a search, then you can see he's actually number 3. He's ranked number 3 on YouTube for a 6.4 million results, which is really difficult. So it's such a shame that his audio is so bad, because what people are going to do when they go on this video, right, they're going to watch it and they're going to...
Hey guys, welcome to my channel.
You see, they're going to hear that the audio is so bad, and then they're just going to scroll down here and then find another review on it with a much better audio. So it's really, really important that you sort this out and you get a very nice audio as a back sound to your visuals as well. You need to make sure that your visuals are good as well. So the first thing we're going to be dealing with here is video. Now, you need to have your video on the bottom right hand side of the screen, like I have in this video here. And I was thinking, before I used to use a laptop and it had very bad audio quality and a very cheap, crappy webcam. And if you look at some of my earlier videos, then you'll be able to see that the quality was, both visually and audio, was not very good. And I didn't get very many sales from those videos. Now, since I've upgraded, I'd be getting a lot better results. Now, I thought originally, okay, I'm going to have to invest in a very expensive webcam to get this kind of HD quality that people want to see. But after I did a bit of research, I'm going to give you my little ninja trick secret away here. I found out a way of using my cell phone, my iPhone, as a webcam, which is brilliant. And what I do here is, let me just show you my setup that I've got going on here. Okay, so I have like an arm thing here, and this is what I connect my webcam to at the top of my screen over here, right? And then I have my microphone here, and a pop filter, and an acoustic shield, which I'll talk to you about in a minute because it's all handmade. I made it all myself, and I have the arm coming over here. So yeah, I have this thing here, and I'm actually holding my phone at the moment, and this just clips on to there. So what do I actually use here to be able to do this? I'm just going to make sure this is positioned properly again. Alright, let's move it over here a bit. Okay, so what am I actually using to make this possible? Okay, well, I downloaded a bit of free software here called Epoch. It's called Epoch Cam, something like that. But the website here is kinoni.com. I'll leave a link below this video. So if you go there, you can then download the drivers for either Windows, or if you're on a Mac, you can download the drivers for that. And then you go over to the iStore, the Apple Store, or Google Play, and then you can download the app for your phone. Now what you do is you open up the app, which looks like this when you've downloaded it. You just bring it up. And then you will open this up on your computer, and then you will connect your phone via Wi-Fi on the same connection as your computer, and then you will hit the button on your phone, the icon on your phone, and then it will connect the two together, so you'll get a screen that looks like this. Now, what I then do I was using a software called Screencast-O-Matic. Now this is free. You get a 15-minute limit on this, and it actually takes quite a while to download the finished video from the internet, because it's all kind of stored on the internet, and then you have to download the whole video. Now this records the screen, and it also records your webcam as well at the same time. So this is free. You can use this. I was using this before, but I found that I got better results with another free software which I'm using right now called OBS. This is an open source software, and it looks like this. This is what it looks like. So what you do basically when you first start off, there's tutorials for this on YouTube as well, which you can check out if you don't know how to do it. You'll add a scene here, and then you'll add your sources. So one of them will be the actual window of your screen that you're using, and then the next one will be the screen of your webcam, and that's it. You just start and stop recording by pressing it over here, and then the finished video will download pretty much instantly to your computer, so there's nothing to download from the internet. And then there's also another software that you can use. It's a paid software. It has a lot more features and stuff in there. I don't use it. I've never tried it, but I know a lot of other people are using it. It's called Camtasia. It's like, I think it costs like $200. So you can use that if you want. I think it works on both a Mac and a PC. But that is another option for you if you want to do that. But I just use OBS, and for all my training and my videos, I've used OBS. Now, audio wise, excuse me, there's another aeroplane going over. Just a bit of information for you. I live in Jakarta in Indonesia, and it's a very noisy place. I found a place in the house that's the least noisy, but still there's the mosque goes off. There's a call to prayer like 5 times a day, which is what you can hear in the background now. There's birds and stuff that are quite noisy outside, and we live not too far from an airport, which is why you'll hear aeroplanes going over from now and again. So not really the best audio environment to be in. And I don't have a studio. I don't have a voiceover studio, and you don't need one either. You just need to find a room in your house which is relatively quiet, and you can hear the birds there as well. The first thing you're going to need is a condenser mic. Now, I showed you just before what mine looks like. It wasn't very expensive. I think it was about $40, $50, but you can go and find them on Amazon. So I'm going to go over to Amazon now, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need. So you need a condenser mic. You will need a sound card. If the sound card on your computer or your laptop isn't very good, then you may need to invest in what's called a USB audio interface, which is what I have, and that basically it acts as a sound card, and you can play around with the bass and the treble, and you can play around with the volume and stuff. It's really helps you to get a good quality audio on there. You may also need an acoustic shield and a pop filter. Now, you can buy both of those on Amazon as well. I'll show you in just a second, but you can also make them yourself quite easily, and I have a tutorial on that just below this video if you want to check out how to make it yourself. So let's go over to Amazon now, and let's see. So yeah, a condenser microphone. You can get one of these pretty cheap. $27.99, $21.99. Although this model of microphone isn't particularly good, I prefer this kind of model of microphone, which is the one that I've got. So yeah, there's a lot to choose from, and most of them are under kind of $30, $40. You could, if you already have a good sound card, invest in one of these things. This is what a lot of people are using. It's called a Blue Yeti microphone, and what it is, it's a good quality condenser microphone and an audio interface all in one. And this is pretty good if you're traveling around. But yeah, a lot of people are using these. They are quite expensive though, as you can see. You'll also, if you don't have a good sound card, you will need an audio interface. Now, the one that I have, it's this one. This is the one that I have. It's $50. But there is a cheaper one on here, which is $29.99 by Behringer. Yeah, this is basically a sound card which increases the quality of your audio. And next, you will need an acoustic shield. Now what this does is it stops when you put the acoustic shield behind your microphone and you talk into it, and it captures and it absorbs the sound, so it stops it from bouncing around the room and having echoes and stuff like that. So this is pretty important. Again, these are quite expensive, but I do have a tutorial showing you how just below the video how you can make one using an old bucket and some foam. Nobody's going to see it, alright? It's purely for functional basis. Another thing that you would need is a pop filter. These are actually quite cheap, but I do, in the tutorial in the link below, I show you how to make one of these pretty cheaply as well, but they're only like $5-6. They're just quite hard to find in Jakarta, so didn't have much choice but to make one. But what this does, basically, whenever you say p or b, then it stops that rush of wind hitting your microphone and creating like a windy sound, which is very annoying. So this is quite important as well. So that covers the audio equipment. Oh, one more thing. If you don't have a nice room, a quiet room, and you do have quite a bit of noise around you like I do, then you might want to get a software called Audacity. Okay, this is free as well. You just go over to Audacity, and it's an open source software, so it's free to download and install. And then what you can do on here is you can do something called noise reduction, and let me just show you how this works quickly. This is a really awesome tool because it takes away all of the background noise. So I'm just gonna import an audio file, right? And I'll show you what it sounds like with and without the noise reduction. So just zoom in here. Okay, this is the background noise. Can you hear that? It's pretty loud. Okay, and that's what we want to be getting rid of.
Hi guys, my name is John Armstrong.
Alright, so what you do is you will highlight over here after you've imported this into Audacity, and then you'll go over to Effect, go down to Noise Reduction, Get Noise Profile. What that means is this bit that you've just selected here, and then once you've done that, go back over to Effect, go back to Noise Reduction, and then you set this to noise reduction 10, sensitivity 2.5, frequency smoothing 2. Now you can play around with this if you like, but these are the settings that I use. Click OK, and that reduces it instantly. There's still a bit of it there. Okay, but it's not half as bad as it was before. And then, after you've done that, you click on Control A, which selects everything. It might be different on a Mac, but basically you select the whole file, go back up to Effect, repeat noise reduction. Alright, and that'll go through the whole file and it'll reduce the noise on the whole thing. And now listen to what this sounds like. Okay, big difference there. Okay.
Hi guys, my name is John.
So it kind of it doesn't sound perfect. It doesn't sound like it would do if you were actually in a proper studio doing this, but it really does help. If you don't have a proper studio and you do have a bit of background noise, use Audacity and it will take down that background noise and make your videos sound a lot better. Now, the reason why I do all of this stuff is because I want to give the best quality, both audio and visually, to the people who are watching my videos, so that they're going to stay on my video and watch it to the end. If you have a crappy audio, like the video that I showed you in the beginning, people are just not going to watch it. If it's a 10-minute video, then they can't stand to like hear some crappy telephony style audio on there. And the same with backgrounds as well, which is another thing that I haven't talked about yet. A lot of these review videos, the background that people have, it looks like a bit of a building site, or you know, it's their house and it's a bit messy, or they have like a towel on the back of their chair, and it just doesn't give a very good impression. So what I've done here is, on my back wall, I've made this look presentable. I made some of these things. They're just made out of wood and a bit of material, but they do actually help to absorb the echo as well, and they look nice. It's just a bit of material on some wood, but it helps to kind of add some nice quality to the background there. And I have a lamp there as well, so make sure that the background on your video is nice as well, because it's those little things, those little attention to details that people will see, and stuff like that will make them want to look at a different video. So that's just a quick overview of what equipment, both audio and video, that I use in the background and stuff like that. Hopefully you'll be able to incorporate some of this information into your videos as well.